Hey, what's up? It's Sifu Kuttel, and in this video we are going to be working with the double sabers or Seung Dao, and we're going to be using these techniques with the Choy footwork pattern. All right, before we go any further, these are going to be more technical and advanced techniques. So not only are we going to be moving around double weapons, but we're going to be doing it with the footwork with some slight timing modifications. So first and foremost, make sure you have the footwork down, okay? So the Choy footwork pattern, I have a video for that. I'll leave a link up above as well as down in the description below. Get that down so that's the last thing you have to think about when we start using the weapons. Next, make sure you go through the Seung Dao or the double broadsword playlist because you need to know how to do an upward flower, a downward flower with a step, and finally you're going to need to know how to wrap the head because we're going to be cutting with our right hand and our left hand and then wrapping around the head and then right hand and left hand again in combination, and we'll be doing that on both sides. So have all of those down because otherwise this is going to be a very, very difficult learning experience for you. Okay, the video will still be here. You can always come back and work on it. Now, if you have those techniques down, let's go get to work. All right, we'll begin with the sabers in each hand, and we're gonna just take a right foot step forward, left cuts downward, right cuts downward. We're gonna step into that horse stance, sei ping ma position, okay? So nice and simple, 1, 2. Now this is gonna change later on. It will come from the inside of the body, in front of the body, rather than from behind the body. But for now, that would feel a little strange because it's just stepping in. So it's all right, but be aware, we are gonna change it a little bit once we start looping the form around. So again, we have 1, 2. Now from here, nice and easy, left hand comes over, right hand comes over, and then we're gonna slice across, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and as we do this slice, we're gonna take a step. So now 1, 2, step away, and then cut horizontally across. Okay, so again, we have our step forward, chop down, up and over, left and right, and then right hand cuts as we step away. One last time, stepping forward, 1, 2, up and over, and cut. Now it gets tricky. Turn your hand over first. We want to turn our hand so it's palm up, unwind, look, and then we're going to start with our right hand. Cut, go around the head. Left hand, cut, go around the head. Right hand's gonna cut, rest underneath the arm, and then left hand's gonna cut horizontally to follow up, okay? So if I'm facing this way, after we did our cut, I turn my hand over, I unwind, right, cut, over the head, left, cut, turn over the head, right, cut. This is gonna rest underneath, and then left, cut to finish, okay? Right, left, okay? So trying it again from the top, we step forward, cut down. 1, 2, cut across, turn the palm, left, right, left. One last time, we have that step forward, up and over, turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to use an upward flower, but it's only really a partial upward flower. We're going to use this as a transition. So to make it real simple, drop your left hand back. So now your right hand, your right sword is going to be out of the way. So you can also drop the tip of that sword too. And then we're going to step back to that stealing horse, that taoma, and then go into an upward flower. Stay nice and relaxed, get used to this footwork or this position. So let's do that again. I have that left hand cut. Drop it back, step back, and upward flower. If I'm facing this way, right here, I drop behind, so now this sword is not going to be in the way. I can step back and upward flower. Now the footwork goes pretty quick. This is going to be step and then step out. So I step back, step horizontal. You're only going to really get 1, 2 upward cuts across, okay? So technically it's a flower, but you can also look at this as 2 consecutive cuts. From this position, drop, 1, 2, and then we're gonna step out to the side in a horizontal cut. Okay, this time my right hand is slashing. Cut with the blade edge, clear the target, flip it over so you rest the spine of the sword on the ribs. Okay, so again from this position, drop, 1, 2, step back, 3. Again, from here, cut, drop, 1, 2, step back, 3. One more time, cutting, dropping, 1, 2, 3. Now, from the very beginning, we have our step in, chop down, up and over, horizontal, turn the blade, 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Again, step forward, step away, guai ma, turn around, 1, 2, 3, 4, tao ma, flower, ding ji ma, and horizontal slash. Now from here, step forward, we're gonna end up in a horse stance, and now left hand is gonna lead. 1, go around the head, right hand cuts. 2, go around the head, left hand's gonna cut under the arm. 3, and right hand follows. 4, okay? So again, from this position, we have that step, 1, 2, around the head, 3, underneath, 4 to finish, okay? Now, this is actually going to also be in motion. We're not gonna step directly to that stance first. So we'll start our first cut. 1 step, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, so again from here, we have 1 step, 2, 3, 4. Again from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, putting it all together, step forward, cut down, up and over, cut across, turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, dropping back, horizontal, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now from here we're going to shift back to cat stance, and we're gonna do an upward block. So shift back, block up, X block with the blades. You can use this as a cut towards the head, or you can use it as a block. Since we're shifting back, I would say this is more of a defensive position, but you can still step back and cut out if you need. Now, one of the tricks here is you want to get your left blade on top. Usually doing an X position really doesn't matter which hand is on top, but in this case, it's going to help us transition into the next move a lot better. Now, the unfortunate thing is it requires a little bit more withdrawal back because it would be more comfortable just to raise up that left hand, okay? But we're not making this easy. We're making this good training. So from here, withdraw and then push back. Your left hand should be on top, okay? Again, from that right hand forward, shift, block. Now we're going to step forward and turn the blades down. We'll start right into a double flower, downward flower, okay? If your left blade is on top, this is really easy. If your right blade is on top, you're gonna have to do a little bit of it doesn't smoothly transition. If the right blade is on top, once I get to here, I have to start it with my right hand. However, if my left blade is on top, this already starts the flower, okay? So it's faster to transition. Again, from our cat stance position, step, start the flower. Now from here, this is also going to be a quick flower. We're only going to accomplish 1. So if I'm going from this position and I step, I'm going to just turn my hands over, okay? Now my arms are crossed, right hand is on the outside, left hand is on the inside, blade edges are pointing down. I'm going to step behind with a tao ma, okay? So we're gonna steal behind here. So again, from the right hand forward, shift back, block up, step, just unwind, wind back up, step behind, and then the stance will unwind. So I step tao ma here, unwind my stance, and now I cut down and I'm at the very beginning again. Okay, so let's do that one more time. We have our right foot forward cat stance. Left hand is on top so that when we step forward, nice and easy into the first cut, downward, step behind, finish up. And then we can start over, up and over, cut across, turn the blade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop that blade back, upward flower, horizontal slash, left, right, shift back, block, step, unwind, down, over, turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Upward flower, horizontal slash, left, right, back, step, and continue. Now, if you have this space, you can actually do a couple of these in a row. So from your upward block, you can go 1, turn around, 2, and then finish. 3 or 4, doesn't matter. You have this opportunity to move along. So I would say do that if you feel comfortable. It's really easy. Once we cut behind, we unwind the same way, except for you're gonna go right hand and then right away step left, unwind, right, step left, unwind, and then we finish. And now the rest is just putting it all together. All right, so there you have it. Now, again, like I said in the beginning, this is not something you want to just attempt and try to learn from this video. I go more into the order and transition between techniques, but not how to do the techniques. If you have any questions on those, I would refer back to, first and foremost, the Choy footwork video, then upward flower for Seung Dao, downward flower for Seung Dao, and then the wrapping the head techniques, because those are very difficult. When you're using double weapons, these are doing different things in the same motion simultaneously. You have to be very aware of all parts of your body, okay? So again, if you're having issues, go back with that. If you're still having issues, mention it. Tell me in the comment section down below. If I need to, I will make a separate video for further explanation. But otherwise, have fun with this and then use this as a platform for your Seung Dao training. This is where now you have a basic routine. You can start adding in some of the other techniques, whether they be the practical techniques or they be the fancy coordinated athletic techniques. So you have lots that you can work on from here and expand this routine into a full-fledged form. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out the rest of the Choy footwork playlist as I cover all sorts of different weaponry and hand styles from the Choy system. Otherwise, thanks so much again, and I'll see you in the next video.